Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 2016 season is on the air. Today's date is August 23rd, 2016. We are at PNC Park, gorgeous baseball stadium, for a big interleague matchup between the Houston Astros and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Astros come into this game a record of 64-61. At the moment, they are in third place. The Seattle Mariners have actually leapfrogged the Rangers, and the Mariners now lead the American League West by a half game over the Rangers. The Rangers are number 2. The Astros are number 3. They are 2 games back of Texas for that coveted second place spot, which will get you into the postseason. The Pittsburgh Pirates come to this game a record of 67-55. They are in second place in the National League Central. They're not going to catch the Cubs. They're about 14 wins behind them. But the Pirates, however, do have the Milwaukee Brewers and the Cardinals chasing them. The Brewers are only 4 wins back. The Cardinals are 5. So this is a very important game for both teams, as the Astros are trying to try to get to that number 2 spot following the Rangers, and the Pirates are still trying to stay ahead of the Brewers and the Cardinals in the NL Central. So this is a big interleague matchup. Carlos Yaz, Brian Patterson, and Jeremy Brooks are first to join us here at PNC Park. The Pirates historically won this game 7-1, and for some reason I put Houston twice. The Pirates had 11 hits and no errors. The Astros had 1 run, 6 hits, and 1 error. So disregard what you see there. But definitely it was a victory for the Pirates today. But so far, Inside Pitch has been flipping the script. So we will have to see what happens. The Astros are 0-4 on the board. They have not won a game of Inside Pitch yet. The Pirates a record of 1-3. And of course, the only game they won was that big game against the Giants that took 2 days to play. But what will happen tonight? Your guess is good as mine as we get ready to play some big-time Saturday night baseball here at RJL Network, as Stoonie 007 joins us here at PNC Park. So let's get right to it. Starting pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates tonight is Ivan Nova. Nova started the season with the New York Yankees. He is now on the Pirates. 12 wins, 8 losses, a save, a 4.17 ERA, 127 strikeouts, and 27 walks. PNC Park, Pitcher's Park, only 118 home runs there, -2 to strikeouts, +1 to walks. So PNC Park, a Pitcher's Park in 2016. So, if everyone is ready to go, let's play a big game of Saturday night baseball. And let's see what can happen here in a big interleague matchup between the Astros and the Pirates. Let's begin with the top of the first. Leading off for the Astros will be right fielder George Springer. .261 average, 29 homers, 82 RBIs in 16. He played in every single game for the Astros that season. We're using yellow, white, and black dice. Pirates are the home team. We are set and ready to go. Mike Eisenberg joins us now here at PNC Park. For those of you who watch baseball with the demos, we were at Three Rivers Stadium in 1975. We're now in PNC Park in 2016. So it's definitely been a day of the Bucks. Let's see what Inside Pitch has to say here. Nova, 4-4. That is a blank. Springer, 4-1, and that's a fly ball hit the right field. Getting over there will be Matt Joyce, and he will come under that for the out to start the game. Next batter, the third baseman, Alex Bregman, .264 average, 8 homers, 34 RBIs in 16. Nova, a 6-1 strikeout, the 19 is high. Bregman, 3-6, and he gets a smack double into center field. And he will wind up at second base, as he'll split the gap there, and Bregman heads to second. Now we'll see the second baseman, Jose Altuve. I still think he's walking a Hall of Fame path, but he's got to make up for it for some of the stuff for the Astros early in his career. But he had an awesome year in 16. 338 average, 24 homers, 96 RBIs, one of the best players of the year that season. He only missed one game for the Astros. Strategy roll, and nothing on the 19. Altuve is not bunting. Nova, 3-2, strikeout 9, that will miss. Altuve, 3-6 at the fly ball to left, and Gregory Polanco will get to that. Bregman will stay at second base automatically, due down. And now we'll see the shortstop, Carlos Correa. Did the Mets dodge a bullet? The Mets dodge a bullet signing him in 2023. Good thing they didn't. 274 average, 20 homers, 96 RBIs. But during that time, Correa was a solid, one of the better players in the league. Strategy roll, that is a 2, and Bregman will stay put. Woodman, 5-6-4, joins us here at PNC Park. Nova, 4-1, strikeout. The 9 will miss. Correa, 4-3, and that's a fly ball hit the right field. And once again, Joyce will get to it and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Astros, as we will go to the bottom of the first. Good to see everybody here for some Saturday night baseball. Starting pitcher for the Houston Astros tonight is Joe Musgrove. Haven't seen him yet. Only started 10 games for the Astros that year. 4 wins, 4 losses, a 4.06 ERA, 55 strikeouts, 16 walks for the season. Leading off for the Bucks will be Adam Frazier. He's at second base today. 301 average, 2 homers, 11 RBIs. So Musgrove will go ahead and pitch. And that's a 2-4. That's at the park. PNC, 5-4, and that's a fly to left. And it will be Marwan Gonzalez coming over, and he'll put it away. Next batter is the right fielder, Matthew Joyce. 242 average, 13 homers, 42 RBIs. Musgrove, he'll go ahead and pitch. 1-6 against the lefty. That is a blank. Joyce, 3-1, ground out second base. Altuve up with it and throws it over for the out. Center fielder Andrew McCutchen is up next. Hall of the Very Good, definitely. Hall of Fame, don't think so. 256 average, 24 homers, 79 RBIs. If McCutchen, I think if McCutchen stayed his entire career at Pittsburgh and played at PNC Park, I think he would have had a good shot. I think he would have had a better standing, better stats. Musgrove, 5-5, strikeout 6, swing and a miss, strike out, and the inning is over. First strikeout for Musgrove, and 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. No score after 1. So hopefully we have a good matchup tonight. Again, trying to keep my voice down. Still sweating up a little bit. I'm feeling fine. The COVID is gone. I'm still feeling fine. The COVID is gone, and the COVID is gone. But it's just kind of feel for the way this is gone. I mean, lucky for me, I'm only going to be out for 2 weeks, not 3, like I was last year. Top of the second, leading off for the Astros will be the first baseman, A.J. Reed. Pretty much a call-up. 164 average, 3 homers, 8 RBIs. Nova, he'll go ahead and pitch. 3-6, that's at the park. PNC, 1-3, that's a single. That's a base hit for Reed. So a 164 average, but when you get to the ballpark, sometimes that can help you out. And Reed will wind up with a leadoff single. Next up will be Marwan Gonzalez. He is in left field today. 254 average, 13 homers, 51 RBIs. Infield a double play def. Reed had no stolen bases. I doubt anything happening. That's a 20, but Nova has nothing in the ball pickoff or error section. Nova, 2-6. That's a wild pitch, and that 7 will send Reed to second, as he will wild pitch Reed over. So that's a bad pitch by Nova. And Reed goes to second. That takes away the double play. Re-roll the strat, and this time again, nothing happening. Nova will now pitch to Gonzalez. Nova, 2-4, strikeout. The 17 is high. Gonzalez, 1-4. That's a ground ball hit to first base. And that's going to be Josh Bell making the play himself. And Reed will go to third. So now runner at third base. And now we will see Teoscar Hernandez. He is at center field for this game. 230 average, 4 homers, 11 RBIs. Pretty much the Astros kind of used a lot of backup players for this matchup. Let's see. Infield is going to play in. Anything on the strat? The 3 says no. Nova will go ahead and pitch. Nova, 5-3. That is a home run result against the righty. Hernandez needs an 11. That's a 9, and he's going to put the Astros on the board first. Kaboom! That ball is high, deep, and gone. Home run, Teoscar Hernandez. Stadium groans. So a bad pitch by Ivan Nova puts it right over the plate. Hernandez will go ahead and hit that one out. And that's going to be 2-0 in favor of the Astros. So they'll jump out to a 2-0 lead. And now the batter is the catcher, Jason Castro. 210 average, 11 homers, 32 RBIs. Still nobody out in the top of the second inning. Nova, 6-6 against the lefty, blank. Castro, 1-4, ground out short, handled easily by Jordy Mercer. And he will toss that over for the out. We are at the National League ballpark in 2016. Pitchers were still batting, and that will bring up the pitcher, Joe Musgrove. He does not have his own batting card, so we will use the Houston pitcher's card. A 111 average and 2 RBIs on the card. So here we are. So Musgrove will take a swing. Nova, 2-1 against the righty, strikeout plus, and that 11 will get Musgrove, and he will go down on strikes. And that is the first strikeout for Nova, 2 away. And now the batter is Springer. Springer is 0 for 1. Didn't Bell take care of an out himself? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. But Reed went on to third. Remember, you had a base hit by Reed. Gonzalez grounded out. You had a single by Reed, and Gonzalez grounded out to first, and a wild pitch moved Reed to second, and then a ground out to first base moves Reed to third, and then Hernandez hit the bomb. So, that is the third strikeout, isn't it, right? Gonzalez, Castro, and now a strikeout. Yeah, okay, now the inning is over. Okay, never mind. Thank you there, Brian Patterson. That is correct. So the inning is over. That's what happens when you're still recovering from COVID. 2 runs on 2 hits. And we go to the bottom of the second inning, as Springer is not coming up yet. As Brian Patterson helps me out there. And no, I don't consider it a correction. I consider it help. Bottom of the second inning, leading off for the Bucks will be Gregory Polanco. He is in left field for this game. A 258 average, 22 homers, 86 RBIs. Almost gave the Astros 4 outs. I'm pretty sure if Steeler fan would have said, if Steeler fan had said that, he would have said not rigged. Musgrove, 6-3, hit by pitch. The 16 is high. Polanco, 1-5. That's a fly out to right field, and Springer will be there. He won't have to move a step. 1 out. Next up will be the third baseman, David Freese, a 270 average, 13 homers, 55 RBIs. Doug Hunt joins us here at PNC Park. Musgrove, 5-1, error on a grounder. Freese, 6-6. That's not an error. It's hit to third. That's going to be picked up by Bregman. Freese, very slow. The throw to first, and he is out easily. Freese, a base running rating of 1, and he is out by a mile, 2 down. So that'll be a ground out to third base. Bregman will make the play. And now the batter will be the first baseman, a young Josh Bell. 273 average, 3 homers, 19 RBIs. Lousy range there, but a pretty decent hitter for 45 games for the Pirates. Musgrove, 1-3, strikeout 1, and he'll get him. Swing and a miss, strikeout, and the inning is over. Second strikeout from Musgrove, and the Pirates go down in order, 1-2-3. 2-0 in favor of the Astros. Very important game for both teams. Pirates trying to stay ahead of the Brewers and the Cardinals in the NL Central. The Astros are 2 games back of the Rangers for second in the AL West. As we get closer and closer to September and the 2016 pennant race. Top of the third, now George Springer will lead it off. He's 0 for 1. Nova. Supernova, 2-6, wild pitch, ball 1. Nova again, 3-1, that is a blank. Springer, 1-2, ground ball to first, and Bell, he will take it himself, 1 away. Next up is Bregman. Bregman got a double his first time up. Steeler fan joins us here at PNC Park. I'm pretty sure he will say that the scoreboard at the moment is not rigged. Nova with the pitch. 3-1, that is a blank. Bregman, 1-4, ground out to short. That'll be handled by Mercer, and they'll toss it over, 2 down. Astros have yet to win a game on the board. They've lost a couple of games due to ninth inning magic. So the Astros, they're 0-4 on the board. They got to get some wins here, because right now they will lose any tiebreaker against them. Here's Altuve. He's 0 for 1. Nova with the pitch. 6-3 against the righty. Walk. That 5 is ball 4, and he will walk Altuve. And that's the first walk given up by Nova. Only had 27 of them in 16. And now Correa. Correa's 0 for 1. No, Altuve had 30 stolen bases that year, and he's not going anywhere. Nova will go ahead and pitch. Nova, 3-1. That is a blank. Correa, 6-5, and that is a ground out to third base. And David Freese will take it. He's going to throw to first to get Correa, and that will do it. So nothing across except a walk. We'll go to the bottom of the third. I'm currently rigged, but we all know it can change an instant per your whims. It ain't my whims. I don't put the dice rolls as the red, you know. I just roll the dice. I'm just a dice roller, you know. All I do is roll the dice. You want to blame the dice? Blame the dice. Blame the dice tower, you know. And you can't blame the game engine because I cannot, and you can't blame the game engine because the game engine is set no matter what. So there's no gamey AI to deal with. So I don't want to hear it. Leading off for the Bucks will be the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. 264 average, a homer, and 33 RBIs. Bottom of the third, new shooter coming out. Musgrove, 4-3, home run result against the righty. Cervelli needs a 1. That's a 10. Not happening. Cervelli, 6-3, gets the hit, and he does slap it to short. And Correa will be up with it, and he'll toss it over for the out, 1 down. Next batter is the shortstop, Jordy Mercer. 256 average, 11 homers, 59 RBIs. Gave me RJLI. Musgrove, 1-5. That's a blank. Mercer, 6-6. Base hit, left field. That'll be a single from Mercer. He gets the first hit of the game for the Bucks. And now we'll see the pitcher, Ivan Nova. He actually had 26 at bats in 16 after being traded to the Pirates from the Yankees. A 115 average, no RBIs or homers. Infield is at double play depth. I don't know if we'll do a bunt here. That's a 6. And a bunt rating of 3. I don't see much. There is chance. I think he has more of a chance of getting a hit than he does bunting. I'll swing. So I'm going to call off the bunt. Musgrove will pitch. Musgrove, 4-5. Wild pitch, 14. Nope, ball 1. He'll do it again. 5-5, strikeout 16, and Nova will go down. And that is strikeout number 3 for Musgrove, 2 away. Top of the order now for Frazier. Frazier's 0 for 1. Mercer still on at second. And that's a 20, but Musgrove has no pickoff stuff. Musgrove will pitch. 3-5, range play. Frazier, 2-6, fly ball left field. That ball is hit to Marwin Gonzalez. His range is a 3. That's a 2. He'll make the catch and retire the side. So we'll fly out the left. No runs and a hit for the Bucks. And pretty a pitcher's duel going on so far early, 2-0 in favor of the Astros. We go to the top of the 4th. Leading off for Houston will be A.J. Reed. He got a base hit his first time up. Nova, a 1-4 strikeout. The 18 will miss. Reed, 5-3, ground ball right back to the pitcher. Nova will handle that and toss it over. Nice, easy comebacker for him. Next up is Gonzalez. Gonzalez is 0 for 1. Nova with the deal. 1-4, strikeout 11. That will miss. Gonzalez, 4-2, and against the righty, base hit right past first. And Gonzalez will get on base for the first time today. That is a single. Hernandez is up next. He had a bomb his last time up, a 2-run homer. And infield is that double play deaf. Gonzalez had 12 stolen bases, and that is an 18. He's not going. Nova will go ahead and pitch to Hernandez. Nova, 3-4. That's at the park. PNC, 1-5. Ground ball shortstop. Let's see. 3-3-4. Second base. Let's see here. Second base pivot, Frazier, 0. So a 1-4, it's going to be a double play. And they'll turn it, and that'll retire the side. So a 6-4-3 double play will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Astros, and we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Getting closer and closer to the September pennant race. Matthew Joyce leads off for the Pirates. He's 0 for 1. Baseball with Demos joins us here at PNC Park. I got to tell you there's something, Dave. I got to tell you. You know, after watching you play a game of inside pitch, I just wanted to pull out my inside pitch and just started playing. I just love the way you do it. Like I said, you and I are complete opposites, where you're calm and collected, and I'm excitable and crazy. I just, I tell you, Dave. I tell you. And remember, because I'm the inside pitch guy, that's due to you. I was watching you play this game, which wanted me to try it out. So, if Chris wants to wonder why, okay, I chose this game, he actually has to ask you that. Musgrove with the pitch. 6-4, strikeout plus 17. Yep, that'll get him. Struck him out. Strikeout number 4 from Musgrove. So far, he's off to a good start in this game. Kutch is next. He's 0 for 1. Musgrove with the pitch. 3-1. That's a blank. McCutcheon. 4-5. That's a pop out. That's actually going to be in foul territory. But that's going to be caught by Bregman. That's a pop out to third. 2 down. And now Polanco. Polanco is 0 for 1. Musgrove. And that will bring up the pitch. Musgrove, 2-1, possible error. Polanco, 4-1. That's a fly out to right field. Going after that is George Springer. His error rating is a 1. That's a 2. He's going to bobble it a bit, but he's going to make the catch, and he'll retire the side. That'll be a fly out to right. And 1, 2, 3, go the Bucks. 2-0 in favor of the Stros after 4. In this very important game, a very important interleague matchup. I haven't done many interleague games. I've done, I think, 2 or 3. I think this is the third interleague game I've done. I know I started the season with an interleague game with the Mets and the Royals on opening day. I know we've had a couple. Top of the fifth, Jason Castro leads off for the Astros. He's 0 for 1. Nova, 3-2, strikeout, 14. Believe it or not, that's just going to miss. He is a 15, but -2 will make him a 13. He can thank the ballpark for that. 2-5, but he will ground out the second anyway, and that will be the first out. Frazier handles it. They're going to let Musgrove bat, so he uses the Houston pitcher's card. He struck out his first time up. Nova with the pitch, 4-1, strikeout, and he will strike out again, and that will be out number 2. That is the second strikeout for Nova, 2 down. Joe Turney joins us here at PNC Park. Is this a pre-trash can game? Well, this is the 2016 season. This is the year before the Astros won the 17 World Series. They may have been using trash cans in 2016 as practice. I don't know. Maybe they were using it as practice for 2017. I don't know. You have to ask Steeler fan. He's the Astros fan. He'll let you know if that was true. Springer is 0 for 2. Nova with the pitch. Nova 2-3, range play at the park. PNC 6-5, fly ball left field. Going after it is Joyce. His range is a 2. He's got it. Nice play. Out number 3, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 inning for Nova. He's settled down since the second inning. And we will go to the bottom of inning 5. David Freese is up. He's 0 for 1. Musgrove, so far pitching a gem. He's only given up 1 hit. Musgrove with the pitch. Musgrove, 3-5, range play. Freeze, 4-4, ground ball hit to first base. That is hit to A.J. Reed. He's pretty good. His range is a 4. That's a 5. He won't get it, and that's going to be a base hit for Freeze as it's just out of Reed's glove. And the Pirates will get the leadoff base runner. Next up is Bell, and Bell is 0 for 1. Infield double play. Is Mr. Freeze a Batman? I think he might be. I was expecting that anyway, so I'm not going to give you a block dragon because that was expected. Do better. That's an 11, nothing happening. Musgrove will go ahead and pitch. Musgrove, 2-3, strikeout 9, that will miss. Bell, 5-6, and that is a ground out to second base. Will they turn it? 2-2-3. Shortstop pivot Correa, -1, a 1 or 2. It's a double play. They got it. 2 outs. Oh, wow, that's a rally killer. Bell just grounds out there into the 4-6-3. Kills any rally that you can come up with. So now 2 away for Cervelli. Cervelli is 0 for 1. Musgrove. He'll go ahead and pitch. Musgrove, 2-3, strikeout 3, swing and a miss, right out, and the inning is over. That is strikeout number 5 for Musgrove. No runs and a hit for the Pirates. Still 2-0 after 5. Where have you seen Bell do that before? I'm pretty sure, Brian Patterson, I'm pretty sure you can remember where Josh Bell did that before. Next time I do a freeze punt, it will be more thoughtful. Now you deserve a block dragon for that. The only reason why you should have spelled it thoughtful. Okay, THAWED and then FUL. All right, that would have made it look a little bit better. All right, but I'm going to give you the block dragon anyway. Mostly not because it was not bad. It's because you spelled thought wrong. So you know what? You need more practice. Top of the 6th inning. Is there some sort of puns anonymous people you can go to there, Dave? Really? You missed your calling, by the way. You know that, right? Top of the sixth, Nova is going to. He's going to stay out there. He's not pitching a bad game. He's only given up 2 runs. Alex Bregman will lead off for the Stros. He's 1 for 2 with a double. As we're already in the top of the 6th inning here, only 30 minutes into the stream. Fast-moving game. Nova 1-1, wild pitch, ball 1. Nova 4-5. That is a blank. Bregman 1-2. That ball is hit to left field. That is a 16 against the righty. That is going to be too high, and that's going to be a fly out to left as Gregory Polanco will come in and grab it as he got under that one. Here's Altuve. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Nova 5-4. That's a blank. He's not tired. Altuve 6-4. Fly to left again. And once again, Polanco will come under that. He'll range over a little bit to the right, but he'll get it. Correa is next. He's 0 for 2. Nova, a 1-3 strikeout 6, swing and a miss, strikeout, and the inning is over. That's strikeout number 3 for Nova, and that's a good inning for him. Nothing across for the Stros. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Pitchers duel here so far. Even though the Astros have a 2-0 lead on a 2-run bomb by Teoscar Hernandez, but the Pirates, do you think they're waiting to strike? You'd like to see Chris join one of these game streams again. I'm sure he would. And I told him Chris, he knows he can join any game he wants. I know he is a subscriber. I know, and I automatically also gave him a rank. I also gave him and Brian Davis a moderator wrench. So if they show up, I will see them. I won't miss them. Because the moderator wrench is a different color. So if Chris Davis or Brian Davis, of course, created FastScore comes in, all right, I will see them in. They are they're not just subscribers. I made them mods because I play their games, so they should be moderators as well. Bottom of the 6th inning coming up, and Jordy Mercer will lead off. He got a base hit his first time up. 2-0 Astros. Rapidly moving game here at PNC. Musgrove, 2-3. Strikeout. The 16 is high. Mercer, 2-6. And that's a fly ball to left field. And Gonzalez will get there and make the play. 1 out. Ivan Nova due to bat. And I think that's going to be it for him, even though he can pitch to more batters. But 2016, I think that's going to be it for Nova. So Nova's going to come out of the game, and the Pirates will go to the bullpen now. And coming on to pinch hit for the Pirates is going to be John Jaso. 268 average, 8 homers, 42 RBIs. Nova pitched pretty well, but this being 2016, I don't think he would bat in the 7th. So in this situation, I'll bring up Jaso. Because every time I seem to do that, when I let a pitcher bat an extra inning or something like that, I always wind up taking him out in the next inning anyway. Musgrove with the pitch. 6-2. Home run result against the righty. Jaso needs a 6. That's a 4. And the Pirates are on the board. Kaboom! That ball is pretty high. That ball is pretty deep. And that ball is pretty gone. Pinch hit home run, John Jaso. Stadium cheers. Yay! So Musgrove goes ahead and pitches Jaso a grapefruit, and he'll turn that into fruit salads 2-1. So obviously taking the pitcher out and bringing a batter in was the right call. At least he homered off a righty. Oh, whatever. And now the batter is Frazier, and Frazier is 0 for 2. Musgrove will go ahead and pitch to Frazier. Now it's a 2-1 ball game. Musgrove, 2-1, possible error. Frazier, 2-1, and that's a double into right field. He smacks that one into right, and that's going to be a double. Right fielder is Springer. His ever rating is a 1. That's a 16. He won't make an error. He'll get the ball off the wall and throw it in, and the tying run is at second base. Here come the Pirates. And the batter is Joyce. Joyce is 0 for 2. One out here, 2-1 now. Frazier on at second. Musgrove in a bit of a jam, and he is due to bat fifth, but the Astros will keep him going here. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 15. Musgrove will pitch. Musgrove, 3-2 against the lefty. Walk plus, and Joyce will trot to first. So now Musgrove in a jam, and a pretty dangerous hitter in McCutchen coming up. He's 0 for 2. Infield is a double play. Strategy, nothing on the 7. Musgrove will pitch to McCutchen. A chance here for the Pirates to try to get an extra run. It's already a 2-1 ball game. Musgrove will set it up, and he will pitch. Musgrove, 1-5. That's a blank. McCutchen, 6-3. Base hit, right field. It's a single. Frazier, base running rating of 4. Single to right. Single to right, you add a 0. So a 1-4. Frazier will score. It is a 4. We're tied. Joyce will hold at second base because his base running rating is lower than lower than the 4. So Joyce will hold at second. We're tied at 2. Stadium cheers. Yay! Section 1933 groans. No lead is safe at inside pitch. Now the batter is Polanco. Polanco is 0 for 2. They're going to go talk to Musgrove on the mound for a moment. And Musgrove's going to go ahead and say, I can still get this done. But now we're tied at 2. Robert at his whims. Tied at 2 now. Musgrove will set it up. Strategy roll. That's a 17. Nothing happening. Musgrove will pitch to Polanco. Musgrove, 5-2. Error on a throw. Polanco, 2-4. Ground ball to third. Grounder to third. Now the third baseman is Bregman. His error rating is a 15. And guess what? That's a 15. We're going to have a throwing error. The question is, where does it go? So we already know we have a throwing error. First, we got to find out where it was hit to. Grounder to third. And that is a 3. It was hit at the right of the third baseman. So choice of force only at third base, or try second to first double play. Ooh, that's interesting. You already know there's an error on a throw. You already know it's error on a throw. It says choice of force only at third base, or try second to first double play. If that's the case, and you already know there's a throwing error, you would not throw the ball in that case. You would go ahead and take the force. That is a really interesting thing. I wonder about that. If it's right at the third baseman, because it says on the chart, it says right at third base, choice of force only at third base, or try second to first double play. We already know there's going to be an error on a throw. So, but if I take a choice of force only, there's not going to be a throwing error because he's not going to throw the ball. That is a very interesting question. I will have to run that by Chris. If I follow the rule as it's written, it says choice of force only. I know there's an error on a throw. So I'm going to take the choice of force, which means Joyce will be out and the runners will advance. There will not be a throw, and I'll make it 2 outs. And I'll check with him on that, but I think that's how I run that. So that's going to be a fielder's choice, 2 outs, and I will not call for the throw because there's no need. It was hit right at the third baseman. He was right there. So choice of force only at third base, or try second to first double play. What about that force at third throwing to first? That's a 5-3 double play that can only occur if it was towards the line. If it was towards the line here, I'll show you. Towards the line, if double play or force, it would go 5-3. But it was hit right at the third baseman. It was hit right at him. So he'll jump on the bag, okay, to get the out. And I'm going to say that's a choice of force, and I'll check with Chris and see if I played that right. And if he did, and if he said it's a choice, then, and I already know there's a throwing error, then there's no need for me to throw the ball. You take the out instead of throwing an error on that. So I'm going to check with him, but I think I did that right. I'm going to say 2 outs and no throwing error since the ball was not thrown. Unless, of course, you want me to try for – but then again, if I try for a throw, there is a throwing error and nobody's out. So I think that's the right call. Freeze is the batter. He's 1 for 2. I'll check with him on it. Yeah, might be a situation to run by Chris, but I step on third. Agree. Need the decider die. Nah. That would be something that, because it says choice. So if it's choice, that means the player makes the choice. It's not like a run a decider die on this. It's not like there's a choice between getting an out or an automatic error. So it just doesn't make any sense to me. You take the out. At least there's 2 outs, and that's all there is. Freeze the batter, 1 for 2. I'll run it by him. I'll make sure. Strategy roll, and that's a 4. If he tells me what's wrong, then I'll let you guys know. Musgrove with the pitch. 5-5, strikeout, 19 is high. Freeze, 1-2, and that's a ground out to second base. Altuve will go ahead and handle it and retire the side to first. 2 runs on 3 hits. A pinch hit bomb by John Jaso, and we're tied at 6. Need the decider die. Yeah, I understand that. That could make some sense. But as I said, it's an error on a throw. Now, what he might tell me is that since it's an error on a throw, could say to me, since it's an error on a throw, he did make the throw. Since you already know there's an error there, okay? He may tell me that. If there wasn't an error on a throw, then it would be the choice. I'm going to go with the choice in this case. I'll see what he says, and I will get back to you. I will ask him that question. And to make sure I don't forget it, because that is something I should ask him. Let me see here. Give me a sec. Let's see here. Let's see. Choice at third base if throwing error when ball hit to third base 3-4. So I'll go ahead and I'll keep that there, and I'll make sure I'll check it out, and I'll ask him. That actually is an important question. That makes a big difference between an out or a throwing error. So I'll ask him on that. Oh yeah, and they'll still find. Yeah, that can be a little exactly. It's another great quality of this game. You've been playing the game for a few years and still finding unique situations. Exactly. I actually had to make unique situations for ground outs. To ground out. I mean, I made an complete sheet here for G2 results with less than 2 outs when it's a ground ball to the catcher. So, and he didn't have any issues with it when I presented it to him. So he said I'm going by the rules as far as he's concerned. I'll see what he says. I'll get back to you. But that actually is an important rule. That is an important question. We'll go to the top of the 7, tied at 2. And let's see. A.J. Reed leading off for the Astros, although I don't know yet if he will. You got left switch right coming up. Pirates do need a pitcher, though. And let's see who they're going to go with. And let's see. Left switch. Got a left. How's Marvin Gonzalez? He is worse against righties. I'm going to go with a righty. Coming on to pitch for the Pirates is going to be Jared Hughes. 1 win, 1 loss, 1 save. A 3.03 ERA. Hughes will go ahead and pitch to Reed here to start the top of the 7th. Tied at 2 here at PNC Park. And Reed, do I want him to bat? Reed's at first base. Do I have another first baseman? I do have Gurriel, but he's a righty. And Reed does have a base hit. I think you would. I don't think you would bring up. I don't think you would. I think you'd still have it right against left. I think Reed would bat. Reed's going to bat. Hughes, 2-5 against the lefty. That's a blank. Reed, 4-4. Ground out, second base. Frazier will go ahead and handle that and make the play. 1 out. 1 down. The batter is Gonzalez. Gonzalez 1 for 2. Hughes will go ahead and pitch. Hughes, 5-1 against the switch left. That's a blank. Gonzalez, 5-2, and that's another ground out to second base. Another play made by Frazier. 2 routine outs, 2 down. And now the batter is Hernandez. Hernandez got a bomb. He's 1 for 2. Hughes will go ahead and pitch. Hughes, 5-4. And against the righty, strikeout. The 16 is high. Hernandez, 3-2, base hit. He'll hit that one in left field, and that'll be a single for Hernandez. He'll keep the inning going. And that'll bring up Castro. Castro is 0 for 2. Hernandez had no stolen bases, and Hughes is not doing anything. And Castro will not bunt with 2 outs. He will swing. Hughes, 1-6 against the lefty. Walk, and that 12 is ball 4. So now runners at first and second as Hughes gives up a walk now. And now Hughes is tired. And we're going to see a pinch hitter from Musgrove, and that will be it for him. And now the Astros will go to the bench. And coming on to pinch hit for the Astros will be Tony Kemp. 217 average, a homer, and 7 RBIs. He will come on to bat. So Hughes is now tired, but they're going to let him pitch to Kemp here. Top of the 7th, tied at 2. Good matchup between the Astros and the Pirates. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 11. Hughes will go ahead and pitch. Hughes, 2-6. That's a walk chance. That is a fatigue result. And against the righty, that's a 9, and that's a 3, and that is ball 4, and that is it for Hughes. A 2-6 does hit the fatigue result. That's a W instead of a K. He is tired, and now the bases are loaded. And now the very dangerous George Springer coming up, and Hughes is out of the game. And let's see here. They're going to go with a righty against Springer. And coming on to pitch for the Pirates will be Neftali Feliz. 4 wins, 2 losses, 2 saves, a 3.52 ERA. Feliz will now be the pitcher. He is the 3rd Pirate pitcher. So now bases full of Astros. Feliz will go ahead and pitch to Springer. Bases are loaded. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 9. Feliz will go ahead and pitch to Springer. Fans here at PNC Park hoping for a pitch. Feliz, 3-1 against the righty. That's a blank. Springer, 5-5, and it's a ground ball to 3rd. That'll get picked up by Freeze, and he is going to tag the bag at 3rd base and force out Castro. That retires the side. Woof. No runs, 1 hit, and a couple of walks. Section 1933 groans. Stadium cheers. Yay! We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. D20 was a 5, should be a K. Okay, it says that. Thank you very much. In case that'll be a strikeout. Thank you. That will be a K. Struck him out instead. I'll give him the K. Didn't matter, but that's all right. We'll give him a strikeout. Struck him out. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after the night's game. Our next game will be tomorrow night. It will be August 26th. And we got a good matchup back in the American League. And it's a big one. The Cleveland Indians will take on the Texas Rangers. This is a big matchup. The Indians have a 6-game lead on the Tigers in the AL Central. The Rangers right now are a half game back of the Mariners for first, as the Mariners, that division in the AL West, keeps on flip-flopping. Corey Kluber will be going for the Indians, and Martin Perez will go for the Rangers. It's a big matchup. We've not seen the Indians in this block. We will see them now. So I know all you Indians fans definitely won't miss it. Kluber and Perez, the Rangers against the Tribe at the ballpark at Arlington, and that is a big game tomorrow night for August 26th as we get closer and closer to the pennant race. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Josh Bell leads off for the Pirates. Astros need a pitcher. And they got a switch in 2 righties coming up, so they're going to bring on a righty. And it will be Will Harris. 1 win, 2 losses, 12 saves, a 2.25 ERA. So here comes Will Harris. He can pitch to 4. Bottom of 7, tied at 2. The Astros had a 2-0 lead. The Pirates came right back. Harris will go ahead and pitch. Harris, 1-1, strikeout 12. That will miss. Bell, 2-5, and that's a ground out to third base. Bregman will go ahead and handle it and toss it over for the out. 1 away, batter is Cervelli. Cervelli is 0 for 2. Harris, a 4-6, strikeout 8. That misses, just barely. Cervelli, 3-1, and against the righty, it's a grounder right back to the pitcher. Harris will handle that easily, and he'll underhand it to first, 2 down. And now the batter is Mercer. Mercer is 1 for 2. Harris, he will pitch. 5-2 against the righty. It's blank. Mercer, 2-1, base hit right past second base. It's a single for Mercer, and he keeps the inning alive. So he will head to first. Neftali Feliz will come out of the game, and they will bring in a pinch hitter against Harris. And now all they have is righties on the bench. So the Pirates will go ahead. Coming on to pinch hit will be Starling Marte. 311 average, 9 homers, 46 RBIs. Not a bad pinch hitter in this situation. The last time the Pirates had a pinch hitter up there, he hit a bomb. Mercer on it first. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Strategy. And that is a 1. A hit and run's available, but not with 2 outs. So forget that. Harris will go ahead and pitch to Marte. Harris, 3-1 against the righty. Walk plus. But that 18 is going to be too high. Marte, a 5 plus 1 is a 6. And then you add 10 to 16. He doesn't walk him. Marte, 5-2. And against the righty, it helps him out. That's going to be a double into right field. That is a straight double again to right. Will that score Mercer with 2 outs? Base runner is a 4. Double to right, -2 because of a very good arm by Springer. A 1 or a 2, Mercer will score. He does. Pirates take the lead. And that is a 1. Marte thinking of going to third. A 1-4. He'll get to third, and he will. And he turns that into a triple. Pirates have the lead. It's 3-2. Stadium cheers. Yay! RBI triple by Starling Marte. And it's now 3-2 Pirates. Whim. And now the batter is Frazier. An pinch hit triple by Marte makes it 3-2. And now Harris is tired. They're going to and I think they'll let him pitch to Frazier and try to get out of the inning. Actually, you know what? No, he gave up a run. He's out. And that's going to be it for Harris. So Harris will come out of the game. 2 quick outs, then a single, and then a triple puts the Pirates ahead. Frank Rosenk joins us here at PNC Park. And they will bring in another pitcher for the Astros. And they got a lefty coming up, don't they? Let's see. Lefty. Actually, they may bring in a lefty here. Or I don't know, do they have one? They do. Coming on to pitch for the Astros is going to be Tony Sipp. 1 win, 2 losses, save, a 4.95 ERA. Sipp's mission is to try to get 1 out. 3-2 Pirates, 2 outs here. Sipp will go ahead and pitch. Strategy roll. That's an 18. Marte stays at third. Sipp will deal. Sipp, 2-4 against the lefty. Walk, and that 5 is ball 4. He walks Frazier. And once again, the Astro bullpen is imploding, and not the first time the Astro bullpen has done this in a game of inside pitch. And now the batter is Joyce. And Joyce is 1 for 3. I'm sorry, he's 0 for 2 with a walk. And Sip will pitch to Joyce. So runners at the corners. Bottom of the 7th inning. Pirates now have a 3-2 lead. Fans here at PNC Park are on their feet hoping for a hit. Strategy roll. That is a 1. Frazier does get the steal sign. And he probably could do it. Marte wouldn't go. Marte actually gets the steal sign as well to steal home. He has a 9. And -1 is an 8. He actually would get the steal sign to come home. But Frazier here, 16 plus 1 is 17. Catcher Castro plus 1 is 18. But 2 outs, do you try this? I don't think you send Marte to steal. He would steal on a 7, or try to steal home on a double steal. Do we actually try that? Nah, this game is too important to try anything dumb. You're the Pirates. You're trying to stay in. You're the Pirates. This is a game that has something to lose. But Frazier, I'm not going to send Marte home, but I will send Frazier to second base. A 1-18, he's safe. And he is. Frazier will steal second base. Marte will hold at third. And that is a stolen base for Frazier. And now a base hit could bring in 2 runs. Re-roll the strat. That is a 3. This time nothing happening. Runners at second and third. Sip will pitch to Joyce. 2 men down. Bottom of the 7th. Sip with the pitch. Sip. 1-6. Strikeout 9. Cold strike 3 on Joyce. He got him. And that will retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits. A stolen base and a walk. But the Pirates have taken the lead. It's 3-2 after 7. Top of the 8th. A good ball game here. A very important ball game. I was thinking of trying to steal home, but this game is important. This game is important. You got to play it right. I don't think they would do it. So top of the 8th inning, Alex Bregman leads off for the Astros. He is 1 for 3 with a double. And the Pirates need a pitcher. You got 3 righties coming up. So coming on to pitch for the Pirates is going to be Juan Nicasio. 10 wins, 7 losses, no saves, a 4.50 ERA. Nicasio will come on and he will pitch. And actually, he can pitch to 6, which is not bad for 2016. Nicasio with the pitch. Nicasio, 3-3 against the righty. Strikeout. The 14 is high. Bregman, 5-5, and he popped out to short. And it's going to be Mercer calling everybody off. He'll make the catch for the out. 1 out. Next batter is Altuve. Altuve is 0 for 2 with a walk. Nicasio with the pitch. 3-2 against the righty. That is a blank. Altuve, 5-1, base hit. He hits that into left. And now the Astros have the tying run aboard. And that'll bring up Correa. Correa is 0 for 3. Altuve with 30 stolen bases. And that is a 9, and he's not going anywhere. So Altuve will hold it first as Nicasio keeps him there. Correa hoping for a good pitch. Nicasio hoping for also a good pitch, but it gets Correa out. Nicasio, 6-1, strikeout 11. That will miss. Correa, 2-5, and that is a fly out to center field. McCutchen will come under that. He'll range over a little bit, make the catch, 2 outs. Altuve goes back. 2 down. Now the batter is A.J. Reed, and now we'll see a pinch hitter for him and also taking over at first base. So Reed's going to come out of the game, and the Astros are going to go ahead and lower range a little bit, but come in for insurance. Coming on to pinch hit and take over first base for the Astros will be Yulesky Gurriel, a young Yuli Gurriel. 262 average, 3 homers, 15 RBIs. So Gurriel will now take over at first for the Astros. Not as good at the position as Reed is, but the Astros need the offense, and he's a little better there. So Yuli Gurriel will now come ahead, and he will go ahead and get it done here. 2 outs, Altuve, and he stays put. Nicasio with the picks. Nicasio, 5-6, strikeout 11, that will miss. Gurriel, 2-2, and that's a ground ball to third. Handled easily by Freeze. He's going to throw to first to get Gurriel, and that will retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Stros as Nicasio goes ahead and gets it done there, and we're going to the bottom of the 8th. Astros are up 2-0. I show up and expose Robert and his whims. Robert lays low for a few innings, then boom, Pirates lead. Jeez. Andrew McCutchen leads off for the Pirates. He is 1 for 3. 2 righties and a lefty coming up. Sip will come out of the game. Astros will go to the bullpen. And coming on to pitch for the Astros will be Pat Neshek. 2 wins, 2 losses, no saves. A 3.06 ERA. Neshek is Astro pitcher number 4. And yes, you should get the block dragon for that. McCutchen leads off 3-2 Pirates. Neshek, 1-5, strikeout plus the 18. Cold strike 3 on McCutchen, and he will go down. That is a strikeout plus, and that will get him. He is a 10, -2 is an 8, plus 10, 18, and he is out of there. Next up is Polanco. Polanco is 0 for 3. Neshek with the pitch. Neshek, 5-3. That is a blank. He's not tired. Polanco, 1-1 against the right-handed pitcher to fly out the right. And George Springer will go ahead and get there. And he'll make the catch for out number 2. Now Freeze. Freeze is 1 for 3, has a single. Major League, okay, here. Neshek will go. I love Major League 2 as well. Neshek, 6-4, strikeout 18, that will miss. Freeze, 3-5, that's a base hit to center field. Freeze keeps the inning alive. And he'll come into first base as the Pirates are looking for some insurance. And next batter is Bell. He'll hit. I did like Major League 2 as well. Yes, I did like them both. Freeze on it first, strategy roll. He had no steals anyway, and he's not going anywhere. Neshek is tired, but they say he can pitch. So Neshek will go ahead and pitch to Bell. Fans here at PNC Park hoping for some insurance. Neshek, 3-1, and that is an out. And it will be a fly ball left field. And Marwin Gonzalez will get there and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Pirates. It is 3-2 in favor of the Bucks. But will we see some ninth inning magic? I know Steeler fan does not want to see any ninth inning magic. As we go to the top of the 9th inning, we know Steeler fan does not want any ninth inning magic. Marwin Gonzalez leads off for the Astros. Pirates will go to the bullpen. They will bring out the closer. And the closer in this situation, and the closer for the Pirates in this game was Tony Watson. 2 wins, 5 losses, 15 saves, a 3.06 ERA, and I want to be really sure, but he has the most saves left of the bullpen, which makes him the closer for the game. So Tony Watson's going to come in here and try to get the deal done. And he will try to get the save. And let's see here. I think he would get the win and he would take the loss. No, Hughes, I think, gets the win if it happens. Yeah. So Tony Watson will come on and try to get it done here. Top of the 9th, 3-2. This would be a good win for the Pirates and another loss for the Astros. They would not have a board win. Watson with the pitch. Watson, 4-3, range play. Gonzalez, 6-3, ground ball to short. That ball was hit to Jordy Mercer. His range is a 3. That's a 4. He'll get past him, and the Astros get the tying run on first. So a base hit as Mercer couldn't get there, and Gonzalez is on at first base. And now the batter is Teoscar Hernandez. He has a bomb in this game. Gonzalez, slow as mud. And let's see, Gonzalez is in left field. And we are going to do, I don't know if I really want to pinch run here, because if we go to extras, I could be out of batters. But, we'll pinch run. Marwin Gonzalez will come out of the game. And taking over at first base will be Jake Marisnick. He's much faster. He'll also take over in left field. So timeout for a substitution. Marisnick actually better in the position. And he also has a better arm. So one timeout here. He is in left field. So left field -1 is -30, -2. Okay, so Jake Marisnick will come in and pinch run for the Astros. A much faster runner there to try to tie this game up. Oscar Hernandez is up, and Hernandez is 2 for 3, a home run and a single. The Astros trying to get some ninth inning magic for once. Fans at PNC Park, strategy roll. And that is an 8. And Marisnick will stay put. That is an 8. And that will stay. And no other play will happen. Watson will pitch to Hernandez. Fans here in Pittsburgh hoping Watson can get it done. Watson, 6-1. That is at the park. PNC, 1-6. And that is a fly ball left field. Joyce will come in a little bit, and he will make the catch. And that's the first out. So one away, and now the batter is Castro. He will bat. Castro is 0 for 2. Or will he bat? Let me see here. If Castro, I think you got to let him bat, because the only batter you have left on the bench is Evan Gaddis, the other catcher. And if you have to you got to let him bat. You got to let Castro bat, because you might have to bat for Neshek. So now Marisnick on at first. Watson will pitch to Castro. 1 out, top of the 9th. 3-2 Pirates. Castro is 0 for 2 with a walk. Strategy. That is an 8. And again, Marisnick will stay put. Watson will pitch. Watson, 4-5 against the lefty. Strikeout +9, swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is a huge K to get Castro 2 down. And now a pinch hitter coming up for Neshek. And this is the reason why I decided not to make the move, because you got to bring up a pitcher now for the pitcher. Right now, the Astros have nobody left on the bench. Coming on to pinch it for the Astros will be Evan Gaddis. He's the other catcher, 251 average, 32 bombs though, 72 RBIs. If Watson makes a mistake, the Astros can very much take the lead. The pitcher spot is 0 for 2 with a walk. Gaddis the catcher, 2 out, but now Gaddis the pinch hitter. Marisnick on at first. Watson still fresh. He can pitch to one more. 3-2 Pirates. Fans here at PNC Park are definitely on their feet, hoping for a good pitch. Strategy. That's an 18, no play. Watson sets up. He lets go the ball. 4-6. Strikeout 13. No, that will miss. Gaddis. 4-3. And it is a fly ball to center field. Andrew McCutchen will go back a little bit, but they have plenty of room. He puts up his glove. Blop. And the ball falls into it. That's your game. Pirates will beat the Astros tonight 3-2. Stadium cheers. Yay! Section 1933 says red. No runs and a hit for the Astros as the Pirates, down 2-0 for most of the game, come right back and win another game they were behind in. And with that win, the Astros will drop to 64-62. The Pirates will move to 68-55. And that is now the fifth Astro loss on the board. They have not won a game yet. The Astros really cannot tie. They cannot tie. They have to win outright in order to move on. They are going to lose the tiebreaker. Big victory for the Pirates here at PNC Park, and a heck of a game. Final line score coming up. For the Pirates, 3 runs on 8 hits and no errors. For the Astros, 2 runs on 7 hits and no errors. The winning pitcher was Jared Hughes. He was actually the pitcher of record when the Pirates took the lead. And Will Harris was the pitcher of record. He will take the loss there. And it will be Tony Watson picking up the save. Astros 0-5. Robert has a clear agenda this season. So a big victory here for the Pirates as they will beat the Astros tonight. And the Astros right now hoping for some help from 10-Minute Ticker to keep them going on. What a game tonight. It was a lot of fun. We still are not done. 10-Minute Ticker is coming up. Steeler fan gives the block dragon. Well, if you're giving yourself the block dragon, you know you're saying the wrong thing, sir. I only do what the dice tell me to do, you know? Not my fault. Blame it on the dice. Blame it on the dice tower. You can't blame it on the game engine. The game engine doesn't change. It always stays the same. So it's not the game engine's fault. Can't blame it on Chris. He doesn't roll the dice. It is now time for the 10-Minute Ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So the Astros will drop another inside pitch game. They are 0-5 for the 2016 season. Let's see how the rest of the majors does tonight. August 23rd, Washington at Baltimore. Big series going on there. Nationals 6-33, that is 3. Orioles 12-41, and that is 5. And that's a win for the O's. Philadelphia and the White Sox. Phillies 5-11, that's 0. White Sox 13-22, and that is 3. That's a win for the Pale Hose. Detroit at Minnesota. Detroit 14-55, and that is 7. Twins 16-66, that's 12. And Minnesota will beat the Tigers. That's a tough loss. Cleveland and Oakland. Cleveland 9-45, and that is 5. Athletics 6-66, that's 9. And the Indians continue to struggle a bit. The Tigers don't lose a game. Yankees and the Mariners, big series there. Yankees 9-22, that is 2. Mariners 9-16, that is also 2 extra innings. Yankees roll a 3, plus 2 is 5. Mariners roll a 1, minus 1 is 0. That will be a win for the Bombers. Red Sox at Tampa Bay. Red Sox 14-43, and that is 6. Rays 10-46, and that is 5. That is a win for the Bo Sox. Angels and the Blue Jays. Angels 12-45, and that is 6. Blue Jays 9-22, that is 2. That's a win for the Angels. Atlanta and the Diamondbacks. Atlanta 12-26. and that is 4. You guys can take your whims and you know what you can do with them, right? Arizona 18-14, and that is 3, and that is a win for the Braves. Rangers and the Reds. Rangers 10-11, that's 0. Reds 11-51, and that is 6, and that game belongs to the Reds. Giants and the Dodgers, big series between those two. Those two teams right now are tied for the National League West. Giants 5-62, and that is 6. Dodgers 4-12, and that is 0, and that is a win for the Giants. Kansas City and the Marlins. The Mets need the Marlins to lose a game. Royals 12-61, and that is 7. Marlins 7-41, and that is 4, and that's a win for the Royals. Now the Mets got to win their game. Rockies and Milwaukee. Rockies 13-15, and that is 2. Brewers 12-15, and that is also 2. They will tie. That's a big series there for the Brewers, actually. Rockies roll a 1. -2 is -1. Brewers roll a 1. -2 is -1. It is a tie, which means the Brewers will win by virtue of home field. Cubs and the Padres. Cubs 13-55, and that is 7. Padres 4-63, and that is 6. And all the Cubs do is win. Now the Mets take on the Cardinals. Mets got a chance to gain a game on the Cardinals. Very important game here. Can the Mets get closer to the Marlins? And here comes a big one, and here comes, let's see what happens. Mets 10-62, and that is 7. But the Cardinals 26-64, and that is 12. And the Mets, again, when the Mets have an opportunity, they cannot get any closer. They stay 3 back. On to August 24th, Philadelphia and the White Sox. Philadelphia 12-44, and that is 5. White Sox 8-62, that is 7. It's a win for the Pale Hose. Detroit and Minnesota. Tigers 18-33, and that is 5. Twins 11-41, and that is also 5. They will tie. Detroit, the Tigers roll a 2, +2 is 4. Twins roll a 1, -2 is -1. That will be a victory for the Tigers. Cleveland and Oakland. Can the Indians, the Tigers win? Can the Indians stay ahead of them? Indians 10-52, and that is 6. Oakland 8-24, and that is 3. And that is a win for the Tribe, so the Tigers don't gain any ground there. All the Tigers got to do pretty much is just have a winning record, and they'll be in the postseason. Yankees and the Marlins, I don't see Kansas City catching them. Yankees and the Mariners, I should say. Yankees 8-56, and that is 6. Mariners 6-13, that's 1, and that's a win for the Yankees. Boston and Tampa Bay. Red Sox 14-45, and that is 6. Rays 5-41, and that is 3. That is another win for the Red Sox. Angels and Toronto. Angels 7-33, and that is 3. Blue Jays 9-61, and that is 7. That's a win for Toronto. Braves and the Diamondbacks. Braves 10-63, and it's 8 runs. Diamondbacks 8-55, that's 6 runs. That's a win for the Bravos. Rangers and the Reds. Rangers 12-46, 6 runs. Reds 7-45, 4 runs, and that is a win for the Rangers. Giants and the Dodgers continuing that big series out there. Giants -116, that's 0. Dodgers 3-22, that's 1. The Dodgers will win that game. Kansas City and the Marlins. Can the Royals help the Mets out again? Royals 3-65, and that is 7. Marlins 10-41, and that is 4. And the Royals will get a win on the Marlins, again opening it up for a chance for the Mets to get closer. Rockies and the Brewers. Rockies 11-52, that is 6. Brewers 8-22, that is 2. And that is a win for the Rockies. Astros and the Pirates. The Astros lost tonight on the board. Can they win in FastScore? Astros 9-33, and that is 4. Pirates 8-31, and that is 3. The Astros will get a victory. Cubs and the Padres. Cubs 10-15, and that is 1. Padres 1-23, and that is also 1. They will tie. We will have extras. Cubs roll a 6, -2 is 4. Padres roll a 1, -1 is 0. And all the Cubs do is win. Mets and the Cardinals. Once again, the Marlins opened it up for the Mets. A chance for the Mets to now get to within 2. Big game here. Can the Mets again try to get closer? Mets 3-16, and that is 1. Cardinals 6-44, and that is 4. And once again, Jacob deGrom gets no run support. Baltimore at Washington. Orioles 5-13, and that is 1. Nationals 12-54, and that is 7, and that's a win for the Nats. On to August 25th, Seattle and the White Sox. Seattle 20-36, and that is 6. White Sox 7-53, and that's 5. That is a win for the M's. Detroit at Minnesota. Tigers 21-52, and that is 8. Twins 9-16, that's 2. Another win for the Cats. Boston at Tampa Bay. Red Sox 12-36, and that is 5. Rays 8-36, and that is 4. Another win for the Red Sox. Cleveland and the Rangers. We have these two tomorrow. Big set of games coming up. Indians 9-24, and that is 3. Rangers 12-54, and that is 7. And that's a win for the Rangers, which means the Tigers get 1 full game closer. Angels and Toronto. Halos 6-44, and that is 4. Blue Jays 12-61, that is 7. That's a win for the Jays. Atlanta and the Diamondbacks. Atlanta 13-64, that's 9. Diamondbacks 14-26, that's 4. It's a win for the Braves. Giants and the Dodgers. So far, that's a 1-1 series split. Giants 7-23, and that's 2. Dodgers 7-21, and that is also 2. They're heading to extras. San Francisco rolls a 4, -1 is 3. Dodgers roll a 2, +0 is 2, and the Giants will actually win that set. Kansas City and the Marlins. The Royals have been helping the Mets, but the Mets have not been able to really do much. Can the Royals help the Mets out again? Kansas City 8-33, and that's 3. Marlins 10-25, and that is also 3. They will head to extras. Kansas City rolls a 6, +2 is 8. Marlins roll a 4, +0, and that will be a win. The Royals actually swept the Marlins. The Royals swept the Marlins, and once again, the Mets will have a chance to get closer. Pittsburgh at Milwaukee. That is a big set of games there in the NL Central. Pirates 10-55, and it is 6. Brewers 8-25, and that is 3. And that is a big win for the Pirates because right now the Brewers cannot afford a big series loss against the Pirates due to the Pirates, leading them. Mets and the Cardinals. Once again, the Mets have a chance to get 1 game closer. Can the Mets finally get 1 game closer tonight? Mets 9-42, and that is 4. Cardinals 3-44, that is 3. That we will have a happy recap, and the Mets will get one game closer. They're now 2 back at second place. Baltimore and the Nationals. Orioles 5-14, and that is 1. Nationals 12-11. That's 0, and the Orioles will beat the Nationals. And that was a pretty big set of games right there. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be August 26th. We will be at the ballpark at Arlington. The Cleveland Indians will take on the Texas Rangers. Corey Kluber will go for the Indians, and Martin Perez will go for the Rangers. It is a big set game right there tomorrow night. The Indians trying to hold on to the AL Central. The Rangers trying to stay close in the AL West. Big matchup tomorrow night. Kluber, Perez, Indians, and the Rangers. Be there or be square. Brian Patterson, Steeler fan, Doug Hunt, Chuck Rawlings, Scooney 007. Let's see here. Baseball with the demos. Jeremy Brooks, Frank Rosank, and let's see here. Joel Turney, Woodman 564, Mike Eisenberg, and of course, Carlos Yaz. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the X-ray machines. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Pittsburgh Pirates were behind again. But again, the Pirates come back and take a victory. They will beat the Astros tonight 3-2. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.